Hello everyone, my name is Chris and welcome back to Chris's Collection. Today, as promised, we are playing The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time. So before we begin, let me explain where Link came from. When I was younger, I was very impatient and I didn't bother going to the lowercase section and putting I and K. So I put it all caps and I didn't really notice, I didn't really care. And my friend Alex saw it, and his first reaction was, "Oh my god, that's hilarious!" And I'm like, "What's hilarious?" And he's like, "You put Link!" And I'm like, "I did." And he's like, "That's really funny." And okay, I'm good. And he's like, "That's hilarious, man." I'm like, "Why is it funny?" He's like, "'Cause you wrote Link." He's like, "It looks like you're screaming. Like Link is just constantly screaming, Link." And so, as per tradition, and I swear I have done this ever since Ocarina of Time going forward, I've done this for every Zelda game. Breath of the Wild, I didn't do it because it didn't allow me to do it, because Link, he's just Link by default. You can't really change his name to anything. But anytime Nintendo would allow me to type in Link's name, I always put all caps. So that's for Alex, that's for me. It's our own little inside joke that continues. So if like any game, man, even the DS ones, you just pop it in. It says Link. So yeah, I thought that was funny. So all right, let's move on to my story. That was just like a bonus little prologue thing. Ocarina of Time. Good God, I mean, this was the game everyone knew about. I have a few stories, so I'll just tell them all because I think they're all pretty funny. I don't remember when I found out about this game. It was probably through Alex or Gabe. Probably Gabe. Because Gabe was like he really wanted this game. And I remember he worked so hard to get this game. He would save up his allowance, like anytime he got like a birthday gift or his allowance or like whatever, he would save it up. He wouldn't Link, I can't help you. He wouldn't touch it, he wouldn't do anything, just so that he could like save up for this. And I remember we were in 5th grade or 6th grade. I think we were in 6th grade. And what did I no I didn't want that. What did I do? Oh, I guess I don't really need that. Whatever. We were in 6th grade, I think, and we went on this like class trip, and he was like, we went to like the mall, and I remember he was like, "I'm gonna get it, man." I'm like, "What?" He's like, "I'm finally gonna get Ocarina of Time," and I'm like, "Oh, cool," because like I think our Walmart hadn't gotten it yet or something like that, and he was like super stoked about it. And I was stoked for him, man, because like I remember he like didn't get shit for the longest time, just like waiting for this game and shit. So I was very happy that he was getting it. Oh shit. And so he finally got it, and we didn't know that the gold cartridge box was different. So like we were like, "Is he gonna get it?" And it was like, you know, you didn't get it. Because it was the gray cartridge. All of us got the gray cartridge except Alex, and the only reason he got the gold cartridge was someone at Walmart had put it on layaway, and like there was like a time limit or something like that, where like if you didn't pick it up within a certain amount of time, I don't know if they still do this, but if you didn't pick it up in a certain amount of time, it was like free for someone to like buy, because Walmart's not gonna like just let it sit there. So some poor bastard forgot that they had a gold cartridge copy, and so Alex just went and bought it. He like asked if they had one, and layaway was like, "Do we?" And so he got it, and he was the only one of my friends that had it, which is really cool because that was like a tradition for him and his household. Like they had like I think every gold cartridge or something like that. I'm not sure if they did that on purpose. So he had it, but Gabe played it, and I just remember thinking like, "Oh man, this is a great like." Oh, and this is the red blood, by the way. See, this is the original copy. They replaced it with green later, but he had it, and I just remember watching it and being like, "This is a fucking cool game, man." Um, and I think I got mine Christmas of 1998. I had to wait a little longer. So like all my friends had played it, and like I was kind of like the last dude standing. But I did get it eventually, and I played the shit out of it. I loved it. And what was really funny was usually I have all these stories of Alex and like how he beats stuff, but Gabe had beaten the game, and I'm like, and I was still playing it, and it was either that he was about to beat the game or like he had beaten it already, and I asked could I see the ending, but his brother was playing the game, and his older brother Eric, who super, I mean that whole family is super cool, but Eric was a cool guy, man. I mean he's a really nice guy, and so Eric was playing it, and he had a particular way that he beat the game, and to this day I still use that particular method, the slippers and the big Goron sword. I do that. Like that's something that I still do to this day. It's part of my prep work. I mentioned, that I had a Majora's Mask thing. Well, this was my thing for this. But like I followed Gabe's brother's technique. I just remember watching them beat it together. I was there, and oh my god, it was just such a fucking cool ending. Like, it felt like 1998 was like a really good year for games. A lot of fantastic games came out that year. Ocarina of Time, Half-Life, Metal Gear Solid. Those are just a couple of them. Resident Evil 2 came out in 1998. It was a fucking good year for gaming, man. And this game, it was just, I don't know, it was just so nice to finally, it was like, almost it felt the ending of 1998, this like fantastic year of gaming. Here's a fantastic ending. So it was really nice. I have really fond memories of the ending, and experiencing that with Gabe and his brother Eric and his brother Daniel. So it was cool. That's one of my favorite gaming memories, actually. Definitely in my top 10. But yeah, so he beat it, and I was like, oh, this is amazing. I'm trying to remember if there's any other. Alex did help me with this game, of course. He got me the big Goron sword. Years later, I got the remake Ocarina of Time 3D for 3DS. For the life of me, could not fucking get the big Goron sword. It's easier for me to beat the game on the N64 than it is on the 3DS. The 3DS, I think, is the better version of the game for many reasons, but yeah, I can't fucking I have trouble performing on 3DS. Trouble performing now. But yeah, God, I don't know what else to say about this. I won't be able to beat it, unfortunately. I don't think I'm running out of time here. But yeah, my technique is basically slippers and big Goron sword when I'm fighting Ganondorf up top, and then when he turns into Ganon, I used to use the Megaton hammer because that's what Eric used, but I'm fairly certain that it's easier to use the big Goron sword instead. So I end up using big Goron sword and have the light arrows. I have a magic juice thing, so if I run out, I'm covered. I have like my stuff together. So yeah, that's basically it. Fuck, you have no idea how much this has been like torture. Majora's Mask and Ocarina of Time, and not being able to finish, but oh god, I have so much recording left to do. And plus, it's already a long episode as is. Anyway, guys, thank you so much. Also, this is one of the rare games I have in box. It's this, Majora's Mask, and Conker's Bad for a Day. I have all in box. But anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. We will be back next week with our final two N64 games. This has been so much fun going down memory lane. I love this. But all right, guys, thanks again for watching. Take care.